a question. Do you think this is a baby name faux pas? Spoiler alert, I don't, but I do think we're gonna get mixed opinions. So if your kid has a best friend and you're expecting, would you give your new baby that best friend's nickname? So not even their given name or like the name they usually go to, just like a sometimes nickname. This is like a real scenario. A consultation that's going live tomorrow, mid-morning. It's a cute one. But she was asking, because so they really like the name Joe, J-O, but her best friend has a daughter named Jo. Her daughter has a best friend named Josie, and Josie sometimes goes by Joe. So they're like a little iffy, like if that's too like close. I don't think so. I think as long as you're not giving your baby the same name as a cousin, that's like where I draw the line. Anything else is fair game in my book. Like a few random thoughts. There's enough separation of age that's there's not gonna be a ton of confusion, I don't think. The way like maybe if her best friend just had a new sister named Josie and they were gonna be like growing up together in the same grade, then I mean, I would still use it, but it would give me a little more pause than I have right now. And I was also like making up this scenario. So I don't have an older sister. I wish I had an older sister. But if I did, and she was like 4 or 5 years older than me, I imagine when I was growing up, I would have thought she was like just the coolest thing. And I would have felt like so cool and chic if I shared a name with one of her best friends. And then like flip-flopping that, and I'm like, if I was like a little 4 or 5 year old girl, I have been a baby lover since I was a baby. So I would be so excited my best friend was getting a little sister, like regardless. But then imagine that little sister has like a name adjacent to my own. I would have eaten that up, and I would have like made that little girl my honorary little sister too. But I do sit on the extreme end of the argument, like would you use a name somebody else has already used, where as long as it wasn't my brother and his wife or my husband's brother and his wife using that name, it is still good to go for us. But it's always fun getting like the different opinions and everything, and I feel like sometimes regionally you can notice the trends too. So if you're comfortable saying like your general area and how you feel about it, that could be kind of an interesting pattern to look for.